McKenna Puinke into Brooks, and Brooks going up strong, the transfer from Prairie View A&M, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. And I think she'll go after this media timeout. First media timeout on the floor, Rob Harris, and the Tigers lead it 14-8. You're watching Lady Tiger basketball here on the TSU Sports Network. Welcome back to Lady Tiger basketball here on the TSU Sports Network. Nick Strong alongside Rob Harris Jr. Shemaya Brooks to the free throw line to shoot two. She doesn't hit any. 14-8, steal your score here inside the H&P Arena. Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Tigers of Texas Southern University going toe-to-toe tonight here in a SWAC matchup. Three is on the way, and three is no good. Rebound, Lady Tigers. Let's go live to Marcus Smith on the sidelines and see what he has right about now.
Yeah, Nick, during the break, Coach Renetta Hayes-Perry, the only thing she wanted to talk about today was on offense, just remain a little patient. You know, they're moving too fast out there. She just wants them to calm down and just remain calm. And then on the defensive end, close out on all shooters. At this point, she wants her players to be in help and make sure that they don't have any three-point shots. Back to you, Nick.
Thanks a lot, Marcus Smith on the sideline. Great job, buddy. He's also a student here at Texas Southern University. We produce him in sports journalism here on the campus of Texas Southern University, and I'm a product myself, a proud product. And here's a shot off the glass, no good. Rebound, Alabama A&M going up strong, and shot was blocked, but last touch by a Lady Bulldog, and it's going to be Lady Tiger basketball going from left to right on your computer screen.
You got to love the aggressiveness on the defensive side of the Lady Tigers. And also, Joyce Kennison is 3 for 3 from the three-point line. Well, excuse me, 3 from 4. But, you know, you got to respect that because she's only shooting 21% coming into the game, and she's shooting lights out.
Lady Tigers lead this one 17-8, and with an early lead, they lead by 9. Henderson right side, looks for Nicole Smith. Henderson wants to take it baseline. She drops it off to McElrath. Great pass. Misses the shot. Going up strong was Mills. And she'll go to the free throw line to shoot two.
Like I said before, Nick, this team can fight. Fight on the defensive end. 2 offensive rebounds. Couldn't make it, but let's see if they can get the points from the free throw line.
Going to the free throw line is Camille Mills. Camille Mills, the junior from, I like to say Hollywood, California, even though it says Los Angeles.
Hey, you know, it's all the same.
Camille Mills misses the first on the season. 0 for 0. She missed her first free throw of the year.
Well, yeah, Nick, she's just getting back into SWAC action play. So she was more like third string point guard in the system.
Make it 1 for 2 on the season so far. Camille Mills, the junior from Los Angeles, California. 18-8 your score. About 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. And off the foot of Joyce Kennerson, kick ball. Possession will go to the Lady Bulldogs of Alabama A&M. You've covered the Lady Tigers all season, talking about their defensive side of the basketball, only giving up 59 points a game. As we see, they're playing good defense right there with the shot miss. How has defense been for the Lady Tigers this season?
Very key. Very key. Big wins over Prairie View, Grambling, and SWAC championship of last season, the Lady Hornets, as we seen last game. So defense has played a vital part in this team.
Last time these two teams matched up last season, Texas Southern swept both contests 57-38 in game 1, and in game 2 was a little bit more lopsided, 72-41. So, you know, these Lady Tigers have already seen the Lady Bulldogs in a sense, but nevertheless, you talked about it earlier. Head coach Margaret Richards, you know, coming in her first year, 7 freshmen on the court or on the team for the Lady Bulldogs. It's pretty much a new look for them.
Exactly, and when you mentioned that 72-41, that's when they had seniors and juniors on their team. So just imagine freshmen playing. It's pretty much new teams on both sides of the ball from TSU and Alabama A&M side, but you can still make the adjustments on the Lady Tiger side against the Lady Bulldogs.
Jump step from Lauren McKee, and she gets her own rebound, and she saves it. Fresh shot clock here for the Lady Bulldogs. She'll get the play. Hillary Williams will from head coach Margaret Richards. Lauren McKee loses the basketball. Diving on the floor is Camille Mills. Here come the Lady Tigers. Joyce Kennerson across the timeline, and she'll set up the offense for the Lady Tigers. McKenna, Bouquet, and she'll draw the foul, but she won't go to the free throw line there. Chunk up the foul to number 3, Courtney Eggleston, the freshman from Dayton, Ohio of Alabama A&M. To the free throw line is McKenna Punke. 1 for 7 on the season.
Now 2 for 8.
2 for 8. Great job there by McKenna. Got to focus in on free throws. And when you talk about the Lady Tigers and you talk about SWAC basketball, we know there's a lot of close scores. And, you know, sometimes the free throw column separates the winner and the loser.
Exactly. That especially comes down to the end of the game. You got to clinch those free throws. You got to make those free throws. And they're shooting as a team 63%, which is great. The free throw shooting has helped them beat Prairie View and Grambling at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So they got to focus on that, especially when an inexperienced team like the Lady Bulldogs.
20-8 your score. Just over a minute left to go here in the first quarter. Shot is up from Johnson. Johnson misses it. Rebound. Here comes Breasia McElrath as she gets it off to Kennerson. Looking for Mills. Just under a minute left to go here. Kennerson driving to the lane. And my referee has a jump ball here. Great call. Not bad.
Yeah, I mean, she did take a few steps, but jump ball, a little tangle in between.
Lady Tiger basketball under their own rim. Kennerson to inbound. She thought about it, Marcus. Excuse me, Rob.
Yeah, she was trying to go 4 for 5.
Kennerson with 8 left on the shot clock. 5, 4. Shot is up. Rebound, Bulldogs. Shot clock still on. 27 to go, 28 left on the game clock. Shot is up from Williams, no good. Rebound, here comes McElrath. Kennerson wants to drive it to the lane. 15 left on the game clock, and the Lady Tigers will play for the last shot here.
Very smart by the Lady Tigers. Don't want to force anything that is not there.
Isis Lane. Kennerson has it. Kennerson driving. Shot is up off the glass, and she'll go to the free throw line. She is fouled.
And you want Joyce Kennerson at the free throw line. She's shooting 73% so far this season from the free throw line. So that is great to commit the foul from Joyce Kennerson.
Joyce Kennerson to the free throw line. She'll shoot 2. And she'll try to extend this lead. The lead is now 12. In and out.
Well, they'll bump it down.
Coming into this contest tonight, she was 116 for 158. She's been to the free throw a lot of times. Here's the second of two. Shot is up. Shot is good. Count the bucket. 21-8 your score. The Lady Tigers lead here by 13. Last year's contest in game 2, the Lady Tigers outscored the Bulldogs 22-6. Here's Hillary Williams. Shot is up from half court. No good. We've played 10 minutes. We've got 30 more left to go here inside the H&P Arena. Nick Strong, Rob Harris, Marcus Smith on the sidelines. You're watching Lady Tiger basketball here on the TSU Sports Network. Welcome back to Lady Tiger basketball here on the TSU Sports Network. 21-8 your score. Nick Strong alongside Rob Harris Jr., Marcus Smith on the sidelines. Great contest tonight. Lady Tigers trying to earn their 7th victory in SWAC play tonight, Rob. 12-7 overall. They're looking pretty good here.
Exactly, and that's how they're supposed to look against a team that hasn't won their first game of the SWAC conference so far this season. Very aggressive. Joyce Kennison, 3 from 5 from the three-point land, 9 points so far. She's looking like that Tiger right there that impressed me.
Let's talk to Marcus Smith. They're on the sidelines right about now.
Coach just wants them to continue to play with the fundamentals. Box out on every shot. You just saw that one go in. Continue to close out on shooters. Offensively, although they maintain a 10-point lead, they want them kind of to decrease on the amount of outside shots they take, but rather drive it in, up fakes, create contacts. Guys, they missed 5 free throws. That's something Coach Janetta Hayes-Perry has been talking about. You got to make the free throws to win the game. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Marcus Smith. And he's got a point there. You talk about those free throws. We talked about that earlier. I mean, you know, Alabama A&M is down 12, but they're not out just yet.
Exactly, and they're back because of the missed free throws. 5 missed free throws. Also, Joyce Kennison pulling up for the three-point wasn't the shot right there, but you got to love the fight on the defensive end by Nicole Smith to get the rebound and put it back for an easy basket.
Joyce Kennison with the basketball. She's fouled quickly out the rush there. That'll be on Jamisha Cobb. You talked about her early on in the pregame. What have you got to say about Jamisha so far?
Well, we haven't seen so much of her so far. It look like the Lady Tigers are defending her pretty well and containing her, and that's what the Lady Tigers do on the defensive end.
Not to mention she's averaging 31 points per game this season. She's Hillary Williams averaging 34, with 7 freshmen and only 10 people on that bench there, 10 people on that roster there for the Lady Bulldogs. You got 3 players averaging at least 30 minutes per game.
You're tired.
You're
fatigued.
Yes.
And that's why you're going to see what's going on in the second half. If they're still going to have that same stamina, are they not going to be less fatigued in the second half?
Mikael Rath driving to the lane. Count the basket. 25-11 your score here. Early on, Rob, let's talk about some early adjustments here for the Lady Bulldogs. What do you think that, head coach Margaret Richards is saying to her and with her team in the timeout?
don't let them drive so much into the paint. Pretty much that's where they're getting all their points. Stop with the bad fouling, committing them to the free throw line. Even though the Lady Tigers have missed 5 free throws so far, you probably want to foul more, but you don't need to foul more. And play your game.
On the other side of the basketball, the Lady Tigers do have the lead. They lead by 12, but what are some of the things that you like to see from them coming out of that first quarter into the second?
Closing out, like Marcus said, this team has to close out. Don't take the Lady Bulldogs very lightly. This team can play. They put up 13 points so far, and we didn't even expect that so far. They only scored 6 in the first quarter. Heaven knows what they'll score in the second quarter.
25-13 your score. Lady Tigers lead by 12. And that will be chunked up to Alicia Davis, her third, the freshman from Decatur, Alabama. To the free throw line is Makina Puinke.
Well, 2 more for Alicia Davis, and she will get the go sit down song.
You don't want that?
You don't want that. You don't want that.
7:50 left to go here in the first half. Makina with the shot, no good. Rebound, and almost went to the Lady Tigers. Last touch by a Tiger, number 32. That's Nicole Smith, hustling and bustling. It'll be Lady Bulldogs basketball. Lady Bulldogs with the basketball, 17 left on the shot clock. Driving to the lane is McKee, and count the basket. 2 more points for the Lady Bulldogs and the attempt for the and-1.
Bad foul right there by the Lady Tigers. But got to keep your hands up, but just a bad foul right there. You don't need that type of foul right there to a team who hasn't won their first SWAC conference game.
Give that foul to Breasia McElrath, her first of the evening. To the free throw line is Lauren McKee, shooting 91% from the free throw line this season. She's deadly. And she just added to it.
Yep, bumped up the average.
Seven and a half left to go here in the first half. Tigers still lead by 9. Lady Tigers trying to pour it on here, trying to take it into the locker room on a good note.
But, Nick, I must say, this team cannot get lackadaisical with a team like this because the lead was at 12. Now it's at 9.
Joyce Kennerson gives it up to McKenna. Going up strong with the basketball. It's number 45, Kalina Morris, getting some first action here this season.
And that's great. Look like Coach Janetta Hayes-Perry going deep into her bench, which is very great. Another 3-point shot by McKee.
McKee letting it fly, 25-19. And the Lady Bulldogs cut into this lead. The lead is now 6 for the Lady Tigers. Kennerson lets it fly from just inside the 3-point arc. Loose ball, and the Tigers recover. Shot is up by Makina Puinge, and she's whistled for the offensive foul. Just a little bit too erratic right there.
Yeah, she has to slow it down, and you don't want the ball in Puinge's hands. She's a ball stopper, not a ball mover. You gotta have the basketball in the hands of Joyce Kennerson.
Just under 6.5 left to go here in the first half. Lady Tigers 25, the Lady Bulldogs 19. Texas Southern versus Alabama A&M, live from the H&PE Arena. Lady Bulldogs looking for their first victory tonight. 2-15 overall. Big wins over Concordia and Oakwood back in Huntsville, Alabama. And off the glass there, Hillary Williams calling it 25-21. And here come the Lady Bulldogs, Rob.
Exactly like I said, Nick, earlier. You don't want the Alabama Lady Bulldogs to get back into this game, and you do not want to play to their level if you're the Lady Tigers.
We'll keep it right here for this timeout taken by the Lady Tigers of Texas Southern. Nick Strong and Rob Harris bringing you live coverage here on the TSU Sports Network. Let's break it down so far, Rob. Lady Tigers got off to a good lead early on. Out the break, between the first and the second quarters. Head coach Margaret Richards got in her team, got in the Lady Bulldogs, and she said some things. And I think they're working here. Lady Bulldogs are back in this contest.
Exactly, Nick. When we went to break, the lead was 12. Now it's 4 points. 4 measly points that the Lady Bulldogs have to come back and tie this game up. If you're the Lady Tigers, like I said before, do not play to their level. They're getting easy shots on the other end of the basketball, and the Lady Tigers are struggling on the other end to get a basket. So you do not want that for the Lady Tigers. You got to keep the lead on this team.
You've seen the Lady Tigers pretty much every home game this season. What are some things that you think they can possibly do to kind of get back into this contest and look like they were in the first quarter?
Probably put Artavia Ford back into the game. It looks like the offense was flowing. They had the high-low going on with Artavia Ford. When she went out the game with the measly foul, it looked like the offense is not there. They're settling for three-point shots, which they really don't do. They really work from the inside out. So you want to see Artavia Ford to come back into this game, flow the offense a little bit better for the Lady Tigers, and we can see them put the more points up on the board.
25-21 your score, as you said. As Rob just said, the lead was 12 at the end of the first quarter. The Alabama A&M Lady Bulldogs have cut it all the way back to 4. Lady Tigers will receive the basketball as they just caught their first time out of the contest. Joyce Kennerson, the basketball, and she'll start things off here for the Tigers. Coach Janita Hayes-Perry talking to her team about some things. Let's see if they can execute on this offensive side. Mikael Routh with 8 left on the shot clock. Shot is up off the glass. Count the buckets. 27-21, your score.
Silky smooth move right there, Nick, by Brazier McElrath.
You say silky smooth, I say smooth and silky. Yeah, Hillary Williams, the basketball, as she dribbles, and she's fronted by China Ewing. Alabama A&M looking for their first victory here in the SWAC season. Hillary Williams with 5 left on the shot clock. Teardrop off the glass, no good. Rebound, Lady Bulldogs. And just as you talked about, maybe not being aggressive so much on the defensive side as they were early on.
Exactly, and that's why they climbed back into this lead now. The Lady Tigers are up by 6. They have to defend well on the other end to get the ball back and put more points up on the board.
I'd like to thank everybody out there watching tonight in YouTube land here on the TSU Sports Network. Adrian Tyler checking in, the PA announcer for the Fighting Tigers men's basketball team. China Ewing going inside to Brooks, and Brooks off the glass, no good. Saved by the Lady Tigers and out of bounds. You see Nick Strong there, and looking for the basketball was my referee there. I just had to get a little camera time.
Yeah,
there.
I see that, Nick. I see that, Nick. Nick, you can't go out there and play, Nick. You can't go out there and play. You got to stay right here, Nick.
It's okay. I like this seat. Trust me. 27-21. Hillary Williams the basketball. And she's guarded by China Ewing again. 4.5 left to go here in the first half. Media timeout coming up real soon. Driving to the lane is Jamisha Cobb and off the hands, and here come the Lady Tigers. Joyce Kennerson to the lane. Count the buckets. 29-21, and a quick timeout there by Lady Bulldog head coach Margaret Richards. She's not happy with what she's seen just after the defense that the team has played to get them back into this contest. Media timeout on the floor. We'll take a break and we'll return. More action here on the TSU Sports Network. Welcome back to Lady Tiger basketball here on the TSU Sports Network. Nick Strong alongside Rob Harris Jr., Marcus Smith on the sidelines, and a quick shot there from McKee, no good. 29-21 your score. Lady Tigers still lead this one early on by 8. Joyce Kennerson sets things up here for the Tigers. Kennerson with 14 so far today. trying to go for 16. Shot is up and count the bucket. She does. Joyce Kennerson leads all scorers with 16 points. The sophomore from Port Arthur, Texas.
Proud of Port Arthur, Texas. Great move by Joyce Kennison. I just got to say 2 words when she drives. Too easy.
3.5 left to go here in the first half. The Lady Tigers lead by 10, 31-21. 13 left on the shot clock. Hillary Williams from downtown. Off the glass, no good. Rebound, Lady Tigers. Kennerson using her speed and quickness tonight against the tall and lanky Alabama A&M Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, she, like I said, when she's in the open court transition fast break, nobody can catch her. And it looks like Coach Janetta Hayes-Perry wants to run the high-low.
Mikael Raff with 7 left on the shot clock. Kennerson pulls it up from Stephen Curry range. Count the buckets from 3.
Her average has tremendously went up from 21% tonight, Nick.
Joyce Kennerson with 19 points tonight for the Lady Tigers. Hillary Williams driving to the lane. Shot is up off the backboard. Count the bucket. And that'll stop a little bleeding for the Lady Bulldogs there. Joyce Kennerson looks to Ewing. Ewing on the baseline. She'll give it back up. Here comes Kennerson. Kennerson is filling it tonight.
Exactly. 19 points early on in the first half. Heavens knows what she's going to score in the second half.
Mikael Raff, and I think she's whistled for the traveling violation. And it'd be Lady Bulldogs basketball going from right to left on your computer screen. Hillary Williams. 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. Lady Tigers lead 34-23. Lady Bulldogs trying to get back into it. They were close. And Hillary Williams puts them even closer, 34-25. And Hillary Williams now leads all Lady Bulldog scores with 12.
Wow. Maybe I had my player wrong early on, Nick. Hillary Williams is really having a great game so far.
Kennerson looks right. Trying to Ewing.
Looks like Breasia McElrath is frustrated that China Ewing wouldn't give the ball to her in the post.
Kennerson, 10 left on the shot clock. She wants to do something with it. Puts it to Ewing. Ewing looks top, gives it to Kennerson. Kennerson with it with 1 left on the shot clock and just wasn't aware of what was going on. Going into the locker room, that's not what you want to see if you're head coach Janetta Hayes-Perry.
Somebody has to shoot the ball. Looks like China Ewing had an open shot. Breasia McElrath has something down low. But it looked like the Tigers just could not make ends of anything with the shot clock violation going.
34-25, your score. And Lady Bulldogs with the basketball. A quick whistle here early on. It's going to be off the ball. It's going to be against the Lady Bulldogs. Lady Tigers basketball. It's going to be a number foul. It's going to be a foul on number 44, Julietta Kenwale. Her third of the night.
Like I said before, Nick, 2 more, we're going to get the go sit down record.
Really early.
Really early.
Lady Tigers 34, Alabama A&M 25. Just about a minute left to go here in the first half. Lady Tigers looking good. Looking for their 7th win in SWAC play. Head coach Margaret Williams of Alabama A&M looking for her first, as Joyce Kennerson is a little bit too happy, and she took too many steps that time.
Exactly. When she does the pro hop step, she cradled the ball, and they got her on the step. So, yeah, good call by the ref.
Also, Joyce Kennerson leading the team in turnovers, 4 per game. Got to be able to cut that down.
When you're the floor general.
Shot is up by Courtney Eggleston, and she puts it in the basket. Courtney with her first 2 points tonight, the freshman from Dayton, Ohio.
Nick, you have to commend this Lady Alabama A&M Lady Bulldogs team. They're still fighting in this game, only down by 7.
China Ewing driving. Looks for Mills. And out of bounds, last touch by the Tigers, Lady Tigers. And 14 left on the shot clock, 21.7 left to go on the game clock here in the first half.
Looks like China Ewing should be more aggressive. Looks like she's hesitating, passing up a lot of shots that are meant for her.
Inbound of the basketball, here comes Kennerson. Kennerson with 10 left on the shot clock. Sheena McEwing Ewing driving, Ewing off the glass. Rebound, McElrath going up strong, shot is blocked. A lot going on, and a shot clock violation by the Lady Tigers. Just great defense there by the Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, exactly. The ball never touched the rim, so that's why the shot clock couldn't be reset in that situation.
Hillary Williams, 7 seconds left to go here. 6, 5, 4, 3. Williams on Kennerson. Shot is up, shot is no good. And the Lady Tigers take the lead going into the locker room, 34-27. Well, we're going to hear from head coach Johnita Hayes-Perry. And Marcus Smith is on the sideline waiting for her. And as we see Giles get the camera shot, looking for head coach Jody Perry Hayes. Great first half there, Rob. It looks as though the Tigers, going to have some cleaning to do inside the locker room.
Especially when the team who hasn't won a SWAC conference matchup yet, you don't want to be just up by 7. You're supposed to be up by double digits. You just can't beat yourself down. In that second quarter right there, they let Alabama A&M beat them.
And it looks as though Marcus has head coach Johnita Hayes-Perry. Let's see if we can get to her right about now.
First half score 34-27. Coach, just your thoughts quickly on the first half.
I thought the first quarter we did a good job defensively. I think we gave up 8 points, and they finished with 27 points in the second half, so we gave up 19 points in the second quarter. So I'm not pleased at all. We're going to go back there and talk about it and come back out, get ready for the second half.
Once they switched to that zone, what type of things did you see that kind of disrupted the offense?
We just took really quick shots, a little discombobulated, changing some kids around. Again, Katie Palmer's out, so that hurts us a little bit against the zone. And Artavia Ford picks up 2 quick fouls in the first 3 minutes of the game. So we have to do a better job. Our reserves coming off the bench, be able to execute, be solid. But then we have to also be able to defend. I think if we're able to defend, we'll get some easy buckets.
And talking about your reserves, Pawinga came in and started today. How to just grade her play so far in this first half?
Graded? Maybe ask me after the game.
All right, Coach, we'll see you in the second half.
Thank you.
Great job there by sideline reporter Marcus Smith, a student here at Texas Southern. And we're going to take a break here, short break, 13 minutes left to go during this halftime, 34-27 your score. The Lady Tigers lead the Alabama A&M Lady Bulldogs 34-27. We'll be right back. You're watching Fighting Tiger Lady Tiger basketball here on the TSU Sports Network.
Uptown Diamond offers an experience like no other. From the 100% customization to the true lifetime guarantee, we identify the traditional 4 C's: cut, color, clarity, and carat. But capture is something only Uptown Diamond provides. Capture is a diamond's intangible ability to accurately reflect you and the special person receiving your custom jewelry. You've captured her heart. Now, take her breath away.
This is where crisp, smooth, refreshing Bud Light happens. But it is right here that it becomes an invitation, making this not only 12 ounces of refreshment, but also 12 ounces of inspiration. To be more up for whatever than ever.
Bud Light.
The perfect beer for reading and unleashing a whole world of whatever in the name of a ridiculously good time. If you're up for whatever, look for your message on Bud Light bottles. Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens.
Think.
Question.
Cut.
Compare.
Learn something new.
Debunk something old.
Hit a wall.
And think again.
Model.
Plan. Spin.
Discard.
Now breathe. And keep going.
Work till it's late.
Then early.
Then late again.
Smile.
Laugh.
Rest.
Regroup.
Use technology.
Use your hands.
Use everything you've got.
That's what it takes.
Define the fabric of a team. It's not selfish. It's not boastful. It's about many, sewn together to reach one common goal. But in order to win, you must learn to work together.
My name is Zach. My mom works, so I ride Metro's 52 to school every day. I'm the drum major for Cashmere High School's Thunder Soul Marching Band. Every time I hit the field, it's like a dream. I just feed off the energy. But my real dream is to go from the Thunder Soul to the Ocean of Soul at TSU. And Metro's gonna take me there. I'm Zach, and this is my Metro.
People who make the right moves, a rocket move.
Welcome back to Lady Tiger basketball here on the TSU Sports Network. Nick Strong alongside Rob Harris Jr., Marcus Smith on the sidelines. 34-27 your score. The Lady Tigers lead this one over the Lady Bulldogs of Alabama A&M by 7. Rob, at the half, the Lady Tigers went into the locker room leading at 7. They were up by 12 at the first quarter. The Lady Bulldogs cut back into the contest, and then the Lady Tigers got it together. What are some of the adjustments that you think that head coach Janita Hayes-Perry talked to her Tigers about inside the locker room?
Got to be more aggressive in the second half. Don't let the easy baskets get to you. Stop them from getting those easy baskets. And looking at the stats, Alabama A&M Lady Bulldogs shot 57% in the second quarter.
On the other side of the basketball, Lady Bulldogs trying to get back into this contest. What do they need to do, or what type of adjustments that you think they need to make for them to get their first win here in SWAC play tonight?
They got to be more aggressive on the offensive end that you just seen Artavia Ford with the easy basket right there. They got to be more aggressive. Looks like China Ewan is hesitating on shooting the ball. She has to see the shots that are for her, selected for her. You got to take those shots if you're a freshman.
Leading scorer for the Alabama A&M Lady Bulldogs with 12 points, Hillary Williams. And on the opposite side, the Lady Tigers, Joyce Kennerson leads all scorers with 19. 4 for 7 from beyond the arc. And she shot one that was in the Stephen Curry range early on.
Yeah, that excited you, Nick, because we don't see that in the women's game. But
yes,
that was great arc by Joyce Kennerson. 4 for 7 from the three-point line, 7-11 from the field, 1 from 2 from the free throw line. Joyce Kennerson is playing pretty much out her mind right now. 19 points so far as Texas Southern leads 36-27 in the third quarter. Joyce is Joyce. She's becoming the floor general, the leader of this Lady Tigers team. Only a sophomore. 2 more years to get better, to grow more with the talent that she has around her. And most of the talent that she has around her are sophomores, freshmen, 1 junior, 1 senior, 1 grad student. So she's just going to get better with time.
And as we just took a timeout, the Lady Tigers 36-27. They take their first timeout this half. I guess there was something that coach didn't like early on here in the third quarter.
Exactly. So she had to call that timeout, Nick.
Yeah, just talking about SWAC overall, we've seen some SWAC teams. Who are some other SWAC teams that you've seen so far in SWAC play on the girls' side that you like besides the Lady Tigers?
I love the Grambling State Lady Tigers. Shakayla Hill, Jasmine Boyd, 2 great backcourt duo, and they have another small forward who can shoot the 3-ball too, and Monisha Neal. She's great. I love the Lady Panthers. We'll get to see them on the floor.
Wait, you do what?
Well, you know, hey, if you cut me, I do bleed maroon and gray. But I'm just saying, I like how the Panthers are. I like the Lady Panthers also.
Shot is up off the glass and a jump ball there. It's going to be a jump ball, and that was the freshman from Greenville, Florida, Jamisha Cobb. The ball is stuck. Wow. You know, when I was on the playground court, they would have to ask me to go get the ball, because I was the shortest guy, but I could jump the highest. I would be able to go get that ball.
Yeah, instead they had to use a broomstick to get it done.
Great basketball here early on in H&P Arena. Men's game coming up 30 minutes after the women's game. Fighting Tigers coming off a victory against Alabama State Saturday night. Here's a shot by Cobb off the glass. Count the bucket on the spin around layup. 36-29 your score. Lady Tigers setting it up here. And Joyce Kennerson loses it, but gets it right back. Shot is up by Ford, and no good. Artavia Ford just a little bit too much on that one.
Yeah, just a tad bit much right there, Nick. Got to bend the knees, as they say.
Artavia Ford leading the Tigers in 4 statistical categories. Rebounds per game with 6, shooting 49% from the field, 46 from the three-point arc, and averaging 1 block per game. She stands at 6'3".
Wow, that's pretty tall right there, Nick. And once she's in the game, you can see as she fills the offense out, she's explosive, very explosive. Had a great game against Southern early on in the season when she had a double-double.
China Ewing to the left side. Driving to the lane with the shot is Makina Poinke. And she can't put it inside the bucket. 36-29, still your score. 8 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Shot is up by Cobb. Here come the Lady Tigers on the push. Kennerson lets it fly, and shot is blocked by Hillary Williams. Ewan gets it right back for the Lady Tigers, and she looks for Kennerson. Lady Tigers going to set it up here one more time.
One thing, like I said before, with China Ewing, it doesn't show up on the stat sheet. But the hustle right there to get the ball back, let the Lady Tigers set up for some new offense, and Puigwe just missed the 3 right there.
Here come the Lady Bulldogs. Hillary Williams again. She lets it fly. And over the back foul, Artavia Ford saves it. Lady Tigers have got to get something going here. They're scoreless in the last minute or two. Ewan thought about it. McElrath drives to the lane. She puts it off the glass, and she puts it inside the bucket. 38-29 your score. The Lady Tigers lead by 9.
Looked like the Lady Bulldogs got scared a little bit with the drive from Brazier McElrath for the easy basket, Nick.
Lauren McKee running the point guard position for the Lady Bulldogs. Now Jamisha Cobb. Jamisha Cobb has still yet to get hot so far in this contest. She only has 2 points. 4 points for the Lady Bulldogs. And a foul on the smallest lady on the floor, Joyce Kennerson, the sophomore guard from Port Arthur, Texas.
Luckily, that's just only her first personal foul of the matchup.
Joyce Kennerson usually not in foul trouble. Nevertheless, Jamisha Cobb to the free throw line for the A&M Lady Bulldogs. Jamisha Cobb on the season, 41 for 87. She shoots 47%. You talked about it early on, Rob. Jamisha Cobb comes into this contest as a freshman, one of 7 on a 10-women roster here for the Lady Bulldogs. She was a 2-sport athlete in high school. You know, that's some things that, you know, we get away from as high school students and even coaches and parents, you know, and that actually helps you, you know, play better basketball. It helps you play better sports, you know, all around.
Exactly, and like people always say, you never know who's watching you. You never know who's listening to you. So people wouldn't even know that she was a 2-sport athlete.
Joyce Kennerson with the layup going in strong. Shot was blocked by Alicia Davis. Bulldogs back on the push. They trail by 8, 38-30. Cobb, left side. McKee, corner pocket, off the glass, no good. Kennerson takes it, 2-on-1. Here come the numbers. Kennerson, off the glass, count the buckets.
Nick. Too easy for Joyce Kennerson. Very smooth right there. Nice spin move.
Somebody must have told Kennerson she might be on TV after she gets player of the game today.
Yeah, somebody must. You know what? When I seen her stretch out, she looked at me and gave me the head nod. That's when I knew she's going to play a good game today.
40-30 your score. 5 minutes and 54 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. And Joyce Kennerson leads all scorers with 21 points. Just got her second foul, but she'll be okay. Hillary Williams to the free throw line. And on the night, she's 1 for 2. Make it 2 for 3. Hillary Williams hitting the free throws. It's the smaller things on the basketball court that keep you into the contest.
Especially in this matchup, Nick. It shouldn't be this close, but the Lady Bulldogs are shooting free throws. They are getting easy baskets to the goal.
Shot is up by Williams. Count the bucket again. 40-32. Lady Bulldogs trail by 8. First-year head coach Margaret Richards. Assistants Larry McNeil, Michael Morgan, Demetrius McNeely. For the Lady Tigers, Janita Hayes-Perry head coach, Terrence Royals, Carlos Wilson, and Tamara Toru, the assistants for the Lady Tigers. Hayes-Perry comes in from Prairie View A&M with head coach Cynthia Cooper. Cynthia Cooper leaves for USC. And Hayes-Perry gets to take over. She's done a good job ever since. These Lady Tigers have been cooking in these past 4 years.
And if you're from Houston, Texas, you know who Cynthia Cooper is. 4-time champion from the Houston Comets. I miss that franchise.
Artavia Ford off the glass, no good. Lady Bulldogs, Hillary Williams with the rebound. You talk about the Houston Comets, the former franchise right here. Four WNBA titles. And Cynthia Cooper was a part of all 4 of them.
Yeah, she was. Great player.
Kennerson thought about it. Takes it to the lane. And here comes Hillary Williams on the push.
Looked like she was trying to dish it out to McElrath to Ford, but just a bad pass right there.
McKee puts it in the bucket for 2. 40-34, and the Lady Bulldogs cut the lead to 6. Ebony Johnson getting ready to check in for the Lady Bulldogs of Alabama A&M. Media timeout coming up real soon. China McEwing looks up top. Mokina, shot is blocked. 13 left on the shot clock. Going inside to Ford. Ford. And one referee has a traveling violation. One referee has a foul, so they might have to get together and talk about this one. I checked that, take that back. He was signaling for a media timeout right there instead of a foul, which we know, which is the fist in the air.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, 40-34, your score. Tigers lead the Lady Bulldogs of Alabama A&M by 6. You're watching Lady Tiger basketball here on the TSU Sports Network. Welcome back to Lady Tiger basketball here on the TSU Sports Network. Nick Strong alongside Rob Harris Jr., a graduate student here at Texas Southern University in the School of Communications. Marcus Smith on the sideline, 40-34 your score. Tigers lead the Lady Bulldogs by 6. Let's go live to Marcus Smith on the sidelines right about now.
Yeah, Nick, I was able to speak with Alabama Lady Bulldogs head coach Margaret Richards. In her first season, for the first half, she just was proud of the way that her team fought. In the second half, she wants to see more of that. They want to get in the lane. They want to clog the middle. They want to do all they can to disrupt the TSU onslaught. We'll see how they fare so far. They're making a comeback. We'll see what they can do in the rest of this game. Back to you, Nick.
Thanks a lot, Marcus Smith. And to keep it neutral, he had to give a little report there on the Alabama A&M Lady Bulldogs, who is in this contest. You would think a winless team like the Bulldogs would have no chance, but they're not a bad team, Rob. They've shown that they can hang with the best, which is Texas Southern at this time.
Exactly, Nick, and they're not going to just lay down for anybody. They're going to keep fighting. Easy baskets in transition, easy baskets, just setting up the offense. They're just taking their time on offense. They're not rushing shots that are not there. They're taking great selective shots there.
China Ewing with the steal. Here come the Lady Tigers. She'll take it all the way. An offensive foul is the call on the floor. China Ewing gets another foul to add to her second foul.
Exactly, and they're going to, when you throw that elbow, she didn't do it on purpose, but they're going to call that every time.
Just a little bit too happy-go-lucky. She saw the lane on the steal. She was trying to go coast to coast, and a little bit too much pressure there in that lane.
And look like Coach Janetta Hayes-Perry just tell her next time, dish it off to your teammate when you see him on the other side.
Don't be selfish.
Yeah, don't be
selfish. Rob, early on in the contest, you talked about your keys to victory. You talk about those keys to victory. Let's kind of recap those keys to victory and see if, the Lady Tigers and the Bulldogs are holding up to their end of the bargain from your keys to victory. Here's a shot quickly, and out of bounds are the Lady Tigers who have the basketball. Let's recap your keys to victory.
Well, I said get out to an early start in the first half. They did in the first quarter, but in the second quarter, Alabama A&M Lady Bulldogs scored 19-13 second quarter. So they had that advantage there. Then I said start working with Breasia McElrath and Octavia Ford. Well, Octavia Ford went out with 1 foul, but she still has 6 points with 3 rebounds, and Breasia has 8 points and 6 rebounds. So they're working the inside, which is opening the outside with Joyce Kennison scoring 21 points so far. And then I said do not play to their level. Don't play to the Lady Bulldogs level, and they have a little bit. Making bad shots, making bad apparent passes that are not there. And then lastly but not least, Do not give up on the defensive end. And it looks like Coach Netta Hayes-Perry just sat on Ice's leg.
I saw that right there. And she grabbed her when she kind of fell down. She didn't know what she was tripping behind. Nevertheless, shot is up by Hillary Williams, and the Lady Tigers here back on the push. Great job there. We talked about the keys to victory, and, you know, sometimes the keys to victory just don't pan out the way you want them to, Rob.
Yeah, well, yeah, they do say that, Nick. And, hey, you can't get all. You can't get it all. You can't get everything that you want, but at least they're still in this lead by 8 points, 42-34, leading in the third quarter.
Joyce Kennerson thought about it. She'll reset it. Tigers lead 42-34 over the Lady Bulldogs of Alabama A&M as Joyce Kennerson tried to get it in to Artavia Ford and just couldn't put it where she wanted it.
You got to make a stronger pass than that, Nick. Just a little simple bounce pass and just went right out of bounds.
42-34, 2 minutes and 16 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Going down low is Alicia Davis, and putting it right in the bucket is Alicia Davis, 42-36. The Lady Bulldogs cut the lead to 6 now. Kennerson, right side, swings it around one time. Puts it in the hands of Ewing. 10 left on the shot clock. Ford, spinner Rooney into the lane, no good. Just couldn't put it inside the square. Loose ball, Tigers have it. And did I get a timeout call by the Lady Tigers?
I think it's a jump ball. Jump ball.
A lot of diving there on the court. You know, great job by both teams. Alabama A&M comes up with the jump ball possession, dead ball possession there. But great job by both teams to go up for that basketball on the loose floor.
This Lady Tigers team will fight for that ball if that's the last thing they have to do, especially China Ewing. You got to love her effort. Every time on the floor, she goes out hard for her Lady Tigers.
And they're going to talk about it here. There may have been an issue with that last jump ball. Coach Hayes-Perry thinks that it should be Lady Tiger basketball.
I think they just went and looked at the clock.
1 minute and 37 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Lady Tigers lead by 6. 42-36 your score. Shot is up by Ebony Johnson, no good, and a quick foul. It wasn't intentional. Actually, I thought Alicia Davis kind of tripped over China Ewing, and that's her 4th foul. She's going to have to come out the contest.
Oh, man, I'm not going to go get I'm not getting the sit-down record?
Not yet.
Not
got
yet?
time.
Okay.
Got time. 10 minutes left.
Maybe she'll put her back in.
Kennerson will bring it back up the floor, and she'll start things off here. Kennerson, faced by McKee. Artavia Ford drives the lane. She'll take the jump shot, no good. And the Lady Tigers have got to hit their shots here down the stretch. Jamisha Cobb has still yet to kind of get into this contest. There she is right there. Kennerson on the rebound. Kennerson thought about it. And again, just a little bit too erratic out there on the court. You got to do a better job with handling the basketball.
And that's one thing about Joyce Kennerson. She is very exciting in transition, especially in the fast break points. But she has to slow it down and set the offense up.
Just under 40 seconds left to go here. Shot clock still on for the Lady Bulldogs. It's at 20 right now. Here's Jamisha Cobb, the two-sport athlete from Florida. Left side for McKee. McKee, cross-court pass to Williams. Williams no good with the air ball. Saved. 2 left on the shot clock. McKee takes it off the glass, and a shot clock violation. Would have been one of the most athletic plays I've seen all year.
Nick. Not yet, Nick. Not yet.
12.7 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Shot clock is off. And with the basketball is Makina Puinke. 7, 6, 5, 4. Looking for Ford. Ford drives. Left side. McEwen under the bucket. Count the bucket to end the quarter. And the Lady Tigers extend the lead to 8, 44-36. Great job there by the Lady Tigers to get out of this quarter with the lead and extend it by 8.
Great ball movement. All started with Pawingwe. It looked like Coach Janetta Perry was telling her, get across the timeline before you start something.
44-36 your score. We'll take a break and we'll return. 10 more minutes left to play here in the H&P Arena. It's Lady Tiger basketball on the TSU Sports Network. Welcome back to Lady Tiger basketball here on the TSU Sports Network. A quick basket there by the Lady Tigers extends the lead to 10, 46-36 your score. Nick Strong alongside Rob Harris Jr., Marcus Smith on the sidelines. We'll go to him in just a bit. Lady Tigers trying to extend this lead. They're trying to get another victory, trying to make it to 7-2 in SWAC play as Hillary Williams with the basketball. Lauren McKee takes it, hook shot off the glass, count the bucket. Let's go live to Marcus Smith on the sidelines right about now.
It's the final quarter of play, fellas. Just the last 10 minutes, and Coach Janetta Hayes-Perry wants to win in dominant fashion. She says, let's just move away from the jump shots. Let's get it inside. Let's stop settling for jump shots. Let's get easy buckets. Let's make the ref call the foul. And with that, of course, with good defense, we should be seeing a Lady Tiger victory today. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot. And he talked about it. Let's get away from trying to showboat and do this and do that. Let's just get the victory tonight and go home.
And as you're just saying right there, Artavia Ford set up for a 15-foot jumper, easy jumper right there. And that'd probably be the Lady Tiger that they have to rely on to get it going. They know, the Lady Bulldogs know what Joyce Kennerson can do. Already put up 21 points. They know she's a slasher. They know she can shoot the 3-ball. So they're going to need somebody from the inside presence to get it going for the Lady Tigers.
Lady Bulldogs just couldn't put it inside the bucket right there. Here come the Lady Tigers on the push. Joyce Kennerson leads all scorers with 21 points. Trying to get 23, just couldn't put it inside the bucket. Who are some of the Lady, Bulldogs that you think they need to rely on down the stretch here?
I want to say the leading scorer, Jamisha Cobb, just because she is their leader scorer, she can put the ball in the hoop. But Hillary Williams is playing pretty good also. Yeah, she's playing pretty good also, so they might have to rely on Hillary Williams also, too, to get the Lady Bulldogs going. Because even though the lead is up by 12, you're still in this game.
Joyce Kennerson puts it in for 2 points, extends the lead to 12, 50-38. Great ball game here. Kind of seesaw battle. Haven't had any lead changes just yet, but the Alabama A&M Lady Bulldogs showing, not only are they a good team, but they're going to be a good team for years to come. As you talked about it earlier, 7 freshmen on this roster for the Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, they're young. They're young, and it is great that they're fighting right now than not fighting never, as I should say. Because if you're going to fight right now, you're going to give this team some hope. And just in case they get more recruitments, more transfers in, play with each other, coexist with each other, connect with each other, they're going to get better within time.
Not to mention head coach in her first year, Margaret Richards. She's got a lot of growing down there to do in Huntsville, Alabama.
Exactly, Nick. So her first season, she's just trying to see what they can do, and they can do a lot. Put up 40 points against a team who only allows to the team's opponents, only allows 48 points per game. So this is pretty good for the Lady Bulldogs.
Head coach Margaret Richards takes over a team that was 5-25 overall last year. Tigers, on the other hand, were 19-11. Here comes China Ewing going into the lane. Count the bucket, 52-41. They extend the lead now to 11.
And right now in this situation, Nick, you just want easy baskets if you're the Lady Tigers. No showboat, no 3 points, no unnecessary shots, no bad selective shots. You just want easy baskets just to seal this game.
And a kick ball there by the Lady Tigers. It will be Lady Bulldog basketball right in front of the bench, right in front of head coach Margaret Richards. You talked about it, only averaging 48 points per game this season, and they're just about at that right now. But giving up 70. Giving up 70 per game, that's a little tough.
That is tough, but it's a young team, young experienced team. Teams who never seen swag players before, never seen swag teams this impressive, this explosive. So, yeah. And they only scored, they allowed Prairie View last week 71 points. 71-47 victory last week. So, right now it's 52-41. It looks like Texas Southern Lady Tigers are trying to knock on that 70.
Also averaging 22 turnovers per game. Right now they're at 15 to match TSU's 15 as well.
Yeah, and that's unexplainable if you're the Lady Tigers. Just imagine if those turnovers weren't so high, this game could be a big, big lead.
Lady Bulldogs couldn't put it inside the bucket. Here come the Lady Tigers. You talked about just being short and sweet here. Let's see what the Lady Tigers want to do on offense. Artavia Ford inside the lane. Shot is up. And just couldn't put it inside the basket, and she's not happy about it. Here comes Jamisha Cobb. Left side, McKee. Steps inside. Here comes Williams. Right side over to Johnson. Johnson with the offensive foul as she knocks down with the elbow.
Looks like more of a stiff arm out there. Look like we're playing football out here. Yeah, she got to watch that free arm, though. She cannot use that free arm.
Going to be her fourth foul.
Nick, they are teasing me tonight. I want to hear the go sit down record. They're teasing me tonight.
You might hear it shortly with a roster of only 10 women on the bench, or 10 women on the whole roster. You know, you got to have, some of your best players out there for a long time. And, with that being said, they're probably going to draw some fouls, maybe 3 or 4 per game, if not 5.
Exactly.
It's going to happen soon.
Yeah.
Here comes McElrath, and shot is blocked by Alicia Davis. Alicia Davis leads the team in blocks with 32 on the season, the freshman from Decatur, Alabama. She's 6 feet, but she plays like she's 6'5".
Yeah, she does. And it looks like that ball was really out of the Bulldogs' hand. Looks like Coach Janetta Hayes wants to see a review of it. Oh, no review.
Talking about points in the paint for Alabama A&M, 12-24 for TSU. Also, TSU 9 second chance points so far in this contest. So they're capitalizing off the offensive rebound or the turnovers. Here comes Cobb. Cobb with the spin move. And she's fouled by number 10, Shemaya Brooks. That's going to be her first personal foul this contest. The senior transfer from Prairie View A&M University came down the road tonight to play some basketball in her last year.
She made a great choice.
Shot is up by Cobb. Cobb not so much in this contest. She came into the game leading, categories for the Lady Bulldogs. Just couldn't get it going early here for her ball club tonight.
And that's what you expect from a team coached by Coach Janetta Hayes, period, to contain their opponent's best player and see what the other players can step up and do.
Rebound. Here come the Lady Tigers of Texas Southern University. They lead by 10. Margaret Richards, I don't think the head coach of Alabama A&M has sat down yet tonight.
Nah, she's been up.
Mills with it. Ewing. Buckets. 55-42. The lead is now 13.
Great penetration by Mills to see Ewing in that top of the key in the wing right there for the three-ball shot. Take those shots, China Ewing. If you're a freshman, take those shots. The worst they can do is get mad a little, but at least you're taking that shot.
Here comes a shot by Jamisha Cobb as she's trying to get something going, and it just hasn't been her night tonight. Just under 5 minutes left to go in this contest. Media timeout coming up real soon. Here comes McElrath. Ewing.
See that?
I thought she was going to take the shot
I
myself.
thought she was too, but when she seen the defender jump up trying to contest the shot, she got scared. But she got to take that shot, or at least get a foul, and you have three free throws to take.
Media timeout on the floor, 55-42. The Lady Tigers lead by 13. You're watching Lady Tiger basketball here on the TSU Sports Network. Welcome back to Lady Tiger basketball here on the TSU Sports Network. Nick Strong alongside Rob Harris Jr. Marcus Smith on the sidelines. We'll go to him in just a bit as the Lady Tigers and Joyce Kennerson take it down the lane. Joyce Kennerson, she'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. 54-42 your score. The Lady Tigers now lead by 12. Let's listen in on what Marcus Smith has to say.
With just under 5 minutes left, fellas, Coach Perry is just focused on closing the game out. They have a 12-point lead right now. She's told the team, be ready for a press break, something that we've seen in the past that has kind of discombobulated the Lady Tigers. So she hasn't prepared. Keep passing, hit the middle, and we'll see the Lady Tigers with a victory. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Marcus Smith, and he talked about it. You know, it's the stretch here in the last 5 minutes, 56-42. Joyce Kennerson knocking down the free throws. You're going to see some things that, you probably haven't seen, or you're going to do some things you're probably, used to doing on the defensive side of the basketball here.
Yeah, expect a lot of full court press, half court press early on from the Lady Bulldogs just to slow down the Lady Tigers from increasing this lead.
Joyce Kennerson leads all scorers with 25. Flirting with player of the game honors tonight. Shot is up on the finger roll by Isis Lane. Check that, Mikael Raff. Hillary Williams the basketball. Cross-court pass to McKee. McKee out of the corner pocket. Kennerson. Ooh. And Kennerson's not okay. Kennerson was hit hard. She's hurt. Media timeout on the floor. We'll send it back to the TSU Sports Network studios. 56-42 your score. Injury timeout on the floor.
Uptown Diamond offers an experience like no other. From the 100% customization to the true lifetime guarantee, we identify the traditional 4 C's: cut, color, clarity, and carat. But capture is something only Uptown Diamond provides. Capture is a diamond's intangible ability to accurately reflect you and the special person receiving your custom jewelry. You've captured her heart. Now, take her breath away.
This is where crisp, smooth, refreshing Bud Light happens. But it is right here that it becomes an invitation, making this not only 12 ounces of refreshment, but also 12 ounces of inspiration. To be more up for whatever than ever.
Bud Light.
The perfect beer for reading and unleashing a whole world of whatever in the name of a ridiculously good time. If you're up for whatever, look for your message on Bud Light bottles. Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens.
Think.
Question.
Cut. Compare. Learn something new.
Debunk something old.
Hit a wall.
And think again.
Model.
Plan. Spin.
Discard.
Now breathe. And keep going.
Work till it's late.
Then early.
Then late again. Smile.
Laugh.
Rest.
Regroup.
Use technology.
Use your hands.
Use everything you've got.
That's what it takes.
Define the fabric of a team. It's not selfish. It's not boastful. It's about many, sewn together to reach one common goal. But in order to win, you must learn to work together.
This is where crisp, smooth, refreshing Bud Light happens. But it is right here that it becomes an invitation, making this not only 12 ounces of refreshment, but also 12 ounces of inspiration. To be more up for whatever than ever.
Bud Light.
The perfect beer for
I'm
reading.
Percy Crusoe. If you haven't been to French's Chicken, or if it's been a while since your last visit, no place does chicken like Frenchie's. Our chicken is seasonized with our blend of Creole herbs and spices. Our side dishes include the tastiest greens and red beans and rice you'll ever put in your mouth. Try our new King Roll rotisserie chicken at our Scott Street location. Come on by French's Chicken, where the taste lasts forever.
Hello, I'm Alan Helfman, Vice President of River Oaks Chrysler Jeep and Dodge. This is my friend and customer, Miss Georgia Provost. River Oaks Chrysler Jeep and Dodge has the all-new, totally redesigned Chrysler 300. River Oaks Chrysler Jeep and Dodge has the all-new, totally redesigned.
Welcome back to Lady Tiger basketball here on the TSU Sports Network. 56-42 your score. The refs were kind of reviewing the possibly a flagrant foul there on that last possession there.
Looked like they just settled it to be just become a common foul. No flagrant foul on that. It wasn't bad intentions, just a it just happened type play.
And they're going to give it up to Jamisha Cobb. That's her third foul of the evening. So now four Lady Bulldogs with at least actually 5 Lady Bulldogs with at least 4 fouls. It's going to get pretty loud in here pretty soon.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Actually checked that. 5 Lady Bulldogs with at least 3 fouls, 2 with 4. Here comes a quick steal by the Lady Bulldogs. Hillary Williams. Left side, McKee. Buckets. 56-45. Lady Bulldogs not giving up just yet. Here comes the full court press as we talked about. Coach Hayes Perry said it may come. On that last possession, we saw Joyce Kenderson go down. Let's see if we have a sideline update from Marcus Smith with that right about now.
Yeah, guys, I have an injury update on point guard Joyce Kenderson. It seemed to be a chest contusion, something that she's been battling with in recent days. If the Lady Tigers can hang on, you won't see any more of her for the rest of the evening so she can rest up for the next week. But depending on how the Lady Tigers play out there, you might see her get in the last couple of minutes. She's okay. She was over there smiling on the bench. It was just a little push. She's a tough cookie. She'll be all right.
Thanks a lot. And he's correct. Joyce Kenderson, I mean, she only stands at 5'4", but she plays like she's a 6'4" point guard.
She has the heart of a lion, Nick, and looks like she's about to check into this game.
She is down on the sidelines in front of the possession arrow, about to check in. 15 left on the shot clock. China Ewing with the basketball. Left side corner pocket. It's Makina Puinke. She couldn't reel it in. 58-45. Here come the Lady Bulldogs. Left side, McKee. No good. Ebony Johnson on the rebound, and last touch by a Bulldog. Tiger basketball going from right to left on your computer screen. And I think Marcus, like he said, you know, if she's serviceable, she's going to get into the contest if need be. And I know the lead is 13, but these Lady Bulldogs have a little fire here in the last 2 minutes. They're going to need Joyce Kenderson.
They don't call them the Lady Bulldogs for nothing.
Here comes the full-court press. China Ewing across the timeline. Here comes the double team at half court. Dribbles right past it. 20 left on the shot clock. Here's Kenderson. Kenderson driving to the lane. Reminds me of Allen Iverson.
With a mix of Russell Westbrook.
Ices lane. Driving to the lane. Couldn't put it inside the bucket. Lady Bulldogs. Given a little window here. Johnson in the 3-second lane. McKee buckets. Lead is cut down to 10.
That's 19 points for McKee.
And a 10-second violation there by the Lady Tigers. China Ewing not aware of what was going on here. Ebony Johnson, the graduate student from Decatur, Alabama, will inbound the basketball right in front of us. More so in front of Akia Williams. Hillary Williams will take it. Lady Tigers lead by 10. Here comes the zone defense. McKee has already hit 2 threes in the past minute. Make it number 3. 58-51. Lady Tigers' lead is cut to 7. Kenderson breaks the press. Kenderson to the lane. Here come those Bulldogs. A minute left to go here. It's Williams. Right side, McKee. McKee up. Here comes Ewing on the rebound. Lady Bulldogs not out of it just yet. Gonna be a good one heading down the stretch. Just under a minute left to go here. 58-51 your score. Lady Tigers lead by 7. It's Kenderson driving to the lane. Kenderson goes up, and she's fouled by Ebony Johnson. And that's gonna be her 5th foul.
5th foul, you say? 5th foul?
And we'll let the crowd do what they do here. Joyce Kenderson to the free throw line to shoot 2. She extends the lead to 8. Joyce Kenderson now to lead all scorers with 26 points tonight, Rob.
Which is pretty amazing after she went down with that chest contusion injury. Still to come back in this game and still fight and still put up points, that's just amazing to me.
Here comes the full court press by the Lady Tigers now. Cross court pass to Williams, almost a steal.
Nick, you have the hot hands tonight.
I know. I know. It's okay. I got it. Hillary Williams to inbound this basketball right in front of us. And losing the basketball quickly was Cobb. Cobb puts it right back. Driving to the lane. Shot is up and no good. Off the rebound, off the rim, no good. And I think it may be safe to say the Lady Tigers may have their 8th or their 7th win in SWAC conference tonight.
Which is pretty amazing against a team who hasn't won a SWAC conference matchup yet, but they still fight. They still fought in this game and still try to make it a game.
5 seconds left to go here. Kenderson will take it. Lady Tigers 60, the Lady Bulldogs 51. Great job tonight by the Lady Tigers and head coach Janetta Hayes-Perry.
Great victory for Coach Janetta Hayes-Perry, 60-51 victory. The Lady Tigers fought, and they won this match.
Not only was it a great game, Rob, but it was a great one doing my first one with you tonight, brother.
Oh, I enjoyed it, Nick. Many more to go.
Many more to go. 2 students here at Texas Southern. I'm a former student, got my undergrad and got my master's here, so, you know, we're right here in the same boat, my brother. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
All right. The 60-51 your score. We'll send it back to the studios. When we return, we'll have the player of the game and we'll have head coach Jonetta Hayes-Perry. We'll be right back.
51. Coach, just thoughts on the finishing parts of that game.
We'll take the win. I didn't think our girls played well tonight. I thought Joyce did a pretty good job, but collectively as a whole, I think we're kind of out of sync, so we need to go back and work on some things. We didn't shoot the ball well from the free throw line tonight. But again, we had a lot of reserve kids playing and trying to get in the sync of things. So again, we'll take the win. We're excited about the win. We'll move on.
Moving on, we have the big rivalry game on Saturday against Prairie View.
That's who we play?
Like you didn't know.
Right.
I know that game circled on your calendar. Just what are you thinking about going into that game?
I'm excited about the Prairie View game. My first job was at Prairie View. So it's always a big game for everybody. I know our girls will be up for it. Prairie View, I'm not sure if they won tonight, but they beat Alabama A&M by 20, I think. So they're moving in the right direction. So we're going to have to show up to play. This game is always a nail-biter, and it doesn't matter what your conference record is. It's just one of those games that's always up in the air. So we're excited. We're going to go back and get some time in, practice a little bit, and get ready to have some fun.
Best luck to you, Coach. Have a great week. Thank you. Back to you guys.
Welcome back live here on the TSU Sports Network. Nick Strong and Rob Harris Jr. Rob, great game tonight. Tigers got off to a slow start. Nevertheless, they come in and they get the victory here on their home court.
And that's what you want to do if you're the Lady Tigers. Win by 9 against a team who hasn't won a SWAC conference matchup.